What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Southern Rich Podcast. We are probably, at this point, moving to every other week, being that football season is, college football season is officially over, and your main hunting seasons are pretty much over until you get to turkey season, but we don't do a tremendous amount of turkey hunting. We may try and get a little bit, but
yeah, but not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. So there's no sense in us sitting here every week trying to force a podcast and it not being good. It just ends up us being rambling around. So rather spread them out where it's a little bit easier to listen to. But before we get into all that, you want to plug the social media, Seth?
Yes. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and an Instagram. Go like, follow, subscribe. Leave us a comment. Any interaction is greatly appreciated. Everything is at The Southern Roots.
Yeah, we still have the TikTok, too.
They don't do much, but we have it.
We don't do much on it, that's for sure, but
it was gone for all of about 16 hours.
Yep. I will say
it was gone. I don't even know if it was gone that long.
I think
it was like 13, 14 hours.
I was about to say, it may have
no idea.
I know that Saturday night about 10:30 is kind of when I remember it kind of going away. And then by the time I got out of church, it was back. So,
yeah, that's true. Because we were on the game.
Yeah.
Whenever it went away.
I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, because I don't never scroll TikTok. I was like, TikTok's about to be gone. I'm going to scroll it for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, my TikTok just quit loading.
Yeah.
And so I exited out of the app, went back into it, and it said that it was gone.
It literally had a message that said Trump's going to bring it back in layman's terms. Like that's crazy.
It really did.
Yeah, so mine was at 9:35.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's about 12, 13 hours in, probably.
I got the screenshot.
I don't know when it came back actually, so it was just after church.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I got the first notification saying that it's going to be gone on November 19th at 9:35. And then at 10:36 is whenever it said it was gone. And then I saw I had a picture of it saying it was back. Maybe not.
I do not know.
Have y'all seen, I've seen stuff where there's people selling their phones that still have TikTok because you can't download it anymore. Like, you can't add it to your phone. If you deleted the app while it was gone, you can't get it back. It's not in the Apple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wild.
It's not in the Apple Store, and it's not in, like, I don't know what the Android.
Google Play
Store.
Yeah.
So, it's not in either one of those stores, so you can't download the app in the United States. So people are selling their phones for like thousands and thousands of dollars on eBay.
I've seen phones for sale for on Facebook Marketplace for like $5,000. People actually buying them?
I have no idea.
Really. If so, that's
you having a legit problem, brother. Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking about going to get another phone.
Well, yeah.
It's like
I thought
this bad boy.
I think, good grief.
Yeah. I mean, because $5,000.
And I'll cut somebody a deal. I'll sell it for $1,500.
Yeah. Well, you had at least have enough to buy another phone with $1,500.
Make payments on it. You make payments on it anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's going and just buying a brand new phone?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't pay for my phone.
I mean, me neither.
Perk of having a company run through your phone. But yeah, I thought that was wild. I saw that and I was like, that's insane. Callie can't get on her. She deleted it like a Nimrod. I don't know why.
It was always going to come back. I didn't understand why people were deleting either. It was never going to stay gone forever.
Yeah.
I was confused too. Like, why delete it? That literally makes no sense.
She
Like,
deleted it for sure. And then she logged into her stuff on she added it as one of like I have my TikTok on there, and then the Southern Roots TikTok's on there, and like now it's like it says mine, the Southern Roots, and then Callie's under it. So like I can get on her stuff and like scroll her TikTok or post something on hers if I wanted to. She would flip
and if she posted something on her TikTok, that would be hilarious.
Dude,
I should tag us on it.
Right? I should go. So she posted a TikTok of like me and her during this. Oh, that's something we can talk about too. The flipping snow day we had. But while we were riding the four-wheeler in the snow, and she's like all like, she's got like this snowsuit looking thing on, this like neon pink and orange and bright, like with the fuzz
colors. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like she's been in Alaska.
Yeah, it's a girly thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, waders head to toe, you know, camo cover my face, you know, scully on my head, like you can only see my eyes. Everything else is camoed out, you know, gloves, all of it. And it's like,
yeah,
when you're she said something about when your aesthetics are the complete opposite. And I'm like, she posted that on there. I should go tag our
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, it's not gone for now.
That's right. But that snow day was awesome.
It was more than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because everyone was like, we can get like 5-6 inches. I was like, there ain't no way. We got probably 4 to 5 inches.
I want to say we got a pretty good bit.
That's a lot.
That's a ton.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
I don't know what everybody
Made me happy. I mean, Jesus.
That's
it's gotta be more than average.
Oh my God. I had a buddy that said that they've only got 10 inches in
Only?
Montana. All year, 10 inches for the whole season so far. So it's like, bro, we got half that in one night.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I tell you what, we stayed outside except for, so when the kids got up, so of course when it started snowing, I mean, it was late. It was like 9:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let the kids go outside just to see it falling.
Yeah.
Because Colton wasn't born last time it snowed. Raylan was not even a year old. So she had no recollection of anything. So just to let them see it fell.
Yeah.
And then
Because
we got up in the morning.
The day.
Yeah. We got up in the morning and of course everything was white. I'm not gonna lie. So snow is incredibly bright.
Facts.
Hey, don't bright. If you look outside from a dark house, you're going to be blinded.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
But yeah, so we let the kids go outside. First thing in the morning, came in, ate breakfast, and then went back outside and stayed outside till like 2 o'clock. Came back in, had lunch, went right back outside, and basically until it was dark.
I kind of did the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, they were riding the two behind buggies, the knee board behind buggies. They did snowmen, snow angels, had a big old snowball fight. It was probably one of the most fun days I've had.
Me too.
In my 29 years.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Especially when I do it with your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Callie woke up. Well, I was going to sleep in a little bit. She did not. She was up at like 7 out there playing.
I did sleep in.
And then the dogs are all at the door flipping, barking like crazy at her. So eventually I just can't handle it no more. So I get up and go outside. And we were outside for a while, doing all the snow angels, and we tried to make a snowman, but for whatever reason, we would like start with this packing the snow together, and then as you roll it around, it would just continue to like get smaller instead of get bigger. They ended up making one the next day once it kind of had melted a little bit where it would pack together a little bit better, because we had it was dang near like powder.
Yeah, y'all had actual snow.
Yeah, it was like,
So I did not.
yeah, it was, legit fluffy, like
Yeah,
powder.
it was pretty
like,
insane.
yeah. And then we were here for a little bit, and then I was like, well, let's go, mess with Harlow a little bit. And then she had a big time playing in it,
Guaranteed.
tackling us in the snow, and I would throw a ball, like a snowball, and hit her in the back of the head, and she'd fall face first. Just all that. Then I went to Dad's and rode the four-wheeler. Done some donuts on the road, on the ice. And then we went to Rocky Ford after that to see our other nephew, one of our other nephews, which is a literal baby. But by the time we got there, their snow had pretty much melted out of their yard, but they had a lot of dirt, not much grass, so their snow was pretty much gone.
Yeah.
And then I come home probably 3:30, 4 o'clock is when I got home. And Callie was like, I'm going to go back out here and try and make a snowman again. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to sit here for a second. And we were watching something while we were eating. That was the first time we had ate. It was like when we got back to the house. And she said, once we got done, she went outside. And I was like, well, I'm going to finish what I can't remember what we were watching. I said, I'm going to finish this and I'll come out there. And I ended up going back out there. And it was probably 6 o'clock, 6:30. I mean, it was almost dark already.
Yeah.
By the time we went back inside, it's like, I don't know, man. You act like a kid again.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. I mean,
Shoot, boy. First thing I did when I woke up, it was like 9 o'clock, and I went and cranked up the truck and went straight to the food plots and tore them jokers up, son.
Oh, good. You ain't got to till them now.
I tried doing it in the buggy, but it was cutting straight through it and going straight to the grass because it was so fluffy. It was no ice.
Yeah.
And so it was just gripping. So I went back to the house, grabbed the truck again, and went and did more donuts.
we couldn't have more opposite snow.
Yeah, from what it sounded
Which
like.
is crazy because, you're talking about
45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were like the stuff that we were on, we had the buggies on it and just slap tearing it up. And of course, most of it's melted. So y'all haven't had anything white on y'all's ground for a few days, right?
No, it's still wet. Barely.
There's very
Barely.
spots.
Yeah.
Now the
Nowhere near like mom and dad.
Callie and her brother ended up making like an 8-foot snowman in our front yard, and the bottom ball is like massive. That joker still looks solid in the front yard. But
There's still snow on some of the roofs in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah. No. Now my neighbor's house or across the street that's being built, there's one spot on their roof, like one what do you call it? Eave?
Yeah.
On their roof this morning. Now I couldn't tell. I got home when it was dark, so when I left this morning, there was still snow on there. After today, it's probably gone, but
Yeah, there's still some at mom and dad's. Like, I mean, I sent you a video of it earlier.
that's wild.
Yeah, but I mean, we were on the buggy. I mean, just slap tearing it up. Most of those melts now. You can't even see where we were tearing anything up.
Really?
Which made it really fun for the tubes and the knee board and all that stuff. Because, I mean, you sat on top of it, and it wasn't like hard enough to where when you fell off, it hurt. I mean, it doesn't feel good by no means, but yeah, ours was more of like sleet.
Yeah.
And then it just stayed below freezing for 3 days. So it never went nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to post those videos of us busting the
Dog
ice.
hunting
Yeah,
Saturday? Dude, that was insane.
that was nuts.
Yeah.
Speaking of the snow, Shane was we went duck hunting this past weekend. Whenever we post this, we went and duck hunted the last weekend of duck season, and it was right. I mean, it was a Saturday, so it snowed Tuesday night,
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Yep.
and so apparently, like, even now, this is Monday, almost a week later. Shane's talking about how there's still, stuff hanging around. So Saturday, he said there was still stuff. I mean, it still looked like it was
Well, I sent you a video of my neighborhood. I mean, it looked like it had just snowed that morning in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, it still looked completely covered. So then we get out to Tuggo, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of mad right now, like legit. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? He's like, I just assumed there would be snow in the woods. Like, there's snow everywhere where I'm at my neighborhood, like, and there's none here.
And all of Effingham County. I mean, we went to Puller the night before. So, I mean, like Chatham County and all, we went to Puller the night before.
Yeah.
And there was still snow all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally told Courtney, I was like, I'm so excited to get to actually go into the woods
Let's see snow.
and see snow. And then I got there.
tough.
I looked, dude, you talking about disappointed?
Yeah.
Because I noticed as I was going, I was like, this stuff doesn't look white. And it was just like, it was like at the Effingham County line.
Yeah. No, he's not lying. For real.
Yeah, I swear it was like at the Effingham County line.
That's
Like there was white, and then you get to the Effingham County line, and it's like immediately there was less white. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And as I'm going, I was like, okay, I'm not seeing nothing. Like there's no ice on the road. Some of the roads in Effingham were still bad on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I get out there and I get out the truck. I was like, maybe it's because these windows are real dark.
Then
And I get out the
I'll
truck
tell you.
and there's no white nowhere. I was pissed, dude. I was so upset about that. It's not even funny.
we eventually found
Yeah.
some a very, very small amounts of snow in the woods.
Yeah.
But we did bust. We got to where we were gonna duck hunt that morning, and I do believe if we could have eased ourselves into the middle and not walked across the edge, I bet it would have been very close to holding us up.
If you could have just got like craned over and just put in the middle
Placed, yeah.
Yeah,
in place there, I think it would have held you.
I think so. I mean, that stuff was
It was-
3/4 of an inch thick in some
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah, it was impressive.
I've never seen ice that thick around here.
It was pretty crazy.
I mean, we passed one lake that the entire lake was frozen.
Yeah.
That was
And
I've
in order
never
to test it, we took an NV shotgun shell that was already laying on the ground and threw it, and you heard it dink in the middle of the lake and just sit there and it was just spinning on the ice.
Yeah, that was wild. So then we threw some rocks in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We got videos of where when we got into the duck hole where we were gonna hunt Saturday morning, and us just going in and we're trying to break it, right? And I grabbed a piece, or somebody grabbed the first piece, and like grabbed it and threw it. When they threw it, I assumed it was gonna break more ice,
no,
and it just
I think I threw it.
I think it was you.
and just scattered like glass on the ice. I was like,
It's like the TikTok videos I've always seen.
yeah, I was like, wait a second.
I haven't seen those videos, so I was still like, when it happened, I was like, what just happened?
I've seen the videos of that, yeah.
So pretty much the rest of the duck hunt was just us throwing ice on other ice
Yeah.
and watching it, getting the biggest piece we could find. I mean, we were busting pieces where I was like, Andy, you got to help me throw this.
We were. And that, I mean, it was so cold out there. And I don't know what our like demographic is as far as like where people listen from. So like we
It
obviously,
was cold for South Georgia.
yeah, for where we're at, it's not cold long. Like we may get 2 days of it being hey, we need to drip our pipes.
In the teens,
Yeah. But so
The teens don't typically happen.
no, it's rare. I think it was just low 20s this Saturday.
yeah.
I don't think it got to the teens.
So when we busted that ice, and by the time it was daylight again, we're like, I think this is kind of frozen. This is kind of frozen up again. So we started walking out there, and it 100% has started to freezing. I'm like, this is wild, bro.
Yeah.
So, well, when we had an opportunity at One Duck, and as a collective group, we missed.
As a collective group, I never even grabbed my shotgun. What do you?
I never pulled up my gun. I had my gun in my hands, but I didn't even pull up.
My shotgun was still in the stand, and I was just on the call, and Andy said, "There's one." Boom, 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 and I looked, and just watched it kept going.
That's a fact.
They ain't gonna lie, that tree didn't grab my shotgun. It was flying slow enough that I probably could have grabbed my shotgun and tried taking a shot.
I didn't realize how slow it was flying.
I think I
could have.
Normally they're moving pretty good, so it come through there, and I just assumed that it was going faster than it was. I think I shot in front of it, and then realized it was moving a little slower. So then I tried to correct a little bit, and shot behind it. The third one, I really have no idea. I probably shot behind.
Close his eyes on that one.
It's possible. But hey, you gonna have that. I think everybody misses a duck. Everyone.
Right.
Facts.
Everyone's missed ducks.
Yeah. I mean, only if you shoot at them.
No, yeah, obviously. I mean, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You can't miss.
I just don't shoot at them.
He's like, I don't like that shot selection. We're just gonna hold on.
My shot selection is pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but my shooting percentage is probably higher than the average because of my shot selection.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we had a good time. Then we went and got some squirrels.
And almost got some pigs.
Almost did get some pigs.
Yeah, I sucked it up.
I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the more intense wild things that I've been a part of.
Yeah, that was...
What?
I mean, at one point in time, I guess we'll just tell the whole story at this point. We're just riding around trying to find squirrels, pigs, whatever. And we come around a corner and we see a group of, it got to be 6 or 7 pigs right off the road. And so I pop off the buggy and tell them just to keep driving. And so
I got to like 7 miles per hour. I was like, I bet. And I kept going.
I was like, y'all just keep going.
Easy on them ankles.
Yeah. Well, my thing is I was hoping that if he just keeps going, the pigs, okay, they just kind of drove off and I'd be able to get a shot on one. I couldn't ever get a clean shot. I had a shot I could have took, but it wasn't necessarily a clean shot, so I didn't take it. And so then Seth walked into the woods to see if he could either push them out to us or
get a shot myself.
Get a shot on one in the woods. And at one point in time, he had them coming to, like, he hollers, hey, they're going towards the buggy. So me and Andy get on, we're standing there, and we kneel down, and they get within, I don't know, 10, 15 yards, and they're coming literally straight at me. While I'm kneeling down, like, to the point that I thought, I was like, this could get, what's that thing? This could get Western or whatever.
Yeah.
It was about to get Western, because if they would have stuck their head out, they would have been about a smooth 12 feet.
Yeah.
It would have just been eye to eye. Because I was kneeled down because I didn't want them to be able to see me, obviously.
Yeah.
And we'd have been eye to eye with like 6 to 7 pigs.
Yeah. Shane had his 17 HMR, and I had a 20 gauge with game load in it. So, I did have my pistol too. I had it drawn, but I was like, brother, this is about to get wild.
Yeah. the amount of times because it's like they have like a tunnel system almost, dude, because the grass is so tall. I got in my hands and knees. I'm looking through the grass, and I did see some of their feet, and I was like, bruh, they were probably 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, we had them pinched. Like, they were pinched.
Yeah.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
They knew they could only go side to side. They knew they couldn't go forward or backwards. So they were just going, because like as they would move side to side, Seth would move, then we would move. And so they just kept going back and forth, but they would not leave the thicket. The thicket was what, like 30 yards by 30 yards?
It was big, and it was nothing but thorns, brother.
Yeah, so we couldn't get in there to them, and we couldn't get them to push out.
Oh, I got to them, son. It took a minute, but I got there.
Yeah, at one point in time, we just hear a big crash, and Andy said, "Do you think that was a pig?" I was like, I don't think so.
Nope. I jumped. I was on a tree limb or a down tree, and I seen the piglets at this point because I'm pretty sure the big one was gone, and it was just three of them, and I had it in my scope, but it wasn't a clean shot, and so I was like, and then they kind of scattered off, and I was like, bro, there's no way of getting anywhere fast unless I jump in this thicket and just barrel through all this stuff. So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's tough.
But it didn't matter. They were going after that.
Yeah.
That whole little cat and mouse thing took probably, what, 40, 45 minutes?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had two.
At least that's what y'all said. I
had 2 videos over 5 minutes long on my phone. And that was only like.
I had my spidey senses going, bro.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it didn't seem very long, but then we looked at the time once we were done. It was like, dang, it's freaking 12 o'clock.
Like, yeah, it's lunchtime.
Yeah. Shoot, whenever I went to the road and then I went around the thicket, I just sat there. Did y'all hear anything for a while? Like, I probably sat there, I felt like a good 3 to 5 minutes.
I was about to say, there was like a 5-10 minute span where there wasn't no noise at all.
Yeah. I just sat in the woods and I was just listening because I knew they didn't leave.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Well, they were watching you.
Oh, yeah. They're just like, why, what's this dude doing?
Why is he doing
What's this guy doing? I was like, and I'm just staring at this thicket. I'm like, I know you're in there. I know it.
I'm not lying. The urge I had to just run into the thicket was ridiculous.
Yeah, I had the same urge.
I did not. I did not have that urge.
I did.
Dude, it was a sow and piglets. They weren't hurt.
Oh, I know. Like, I knew that, but I was like,
The thorns would have hurt.
I just didn't have the urge to run into the thicket.
I thought about it, especially whenever they come out that one time. Like when I first got the glimpse of them that second time,
Yeah.
and it was like a row of like palmettos and just brush.
Yeah.
And I guess they had a little clearing, and then it was more thicket, and then we were on like a clearing part. Yeah. When I saw them right there, the urge I had to run through that little thicket area and try to jump on one. Like,
I was noticing if I caught one just with my hands, that'd have been freaking sweet. Because they're small.
Yeah.
Not like puppy small, but they're probably, like I told y'all, 30 pounds.
D6. Okay.
30 to 40.
Now, I know there was, when we first saw them, there was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the big one twice. That was it.
Yeah. Like thigh high.
Yeah.
It wasn't a little pig.
Yeah, she was a house.
She was 2 C's thick, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, you got to be to have that many piglets. They had to be all hers.
They be pumping them out.
That's
Oh, yeah. Pigs reproduce like friggin' roaches.
yeah.
But yeah, we pretty much went back to the old, no, we ended up killing a couple squirrels after that.
And he taught me how to go barefoot into the woods.
Yeah, this motherfucker was trying to get in his, like, because me and Shane left our waders on because it was cold and that wind was cutting.
Oh, to go in the woods with me?
Yeah, to sneak into the woods.
And then I started taking off. He's like, I would
not do that. That's crazy.
Nothing. It'd have been
It's the only way I would have been able to be quiet going into the woods.
Yeah. What
I'm be honest.
tell you, you don't realize
If you would have waited an extra 10 seconds, because I already had the shoulder straps off and the belt undone.
I'm be honest. When I was trying to be quiet for a minute, and then I was like, "There's like no point." They were just there.
Well, no, this was when we first were walking in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we wasn't sure.
This is at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning, I was trying to be quiet, but there's leaves, man. It was difficult.
I told him, I said, that's not, and also you don't realize how loud anything to do with duck hunting is until you're trying to be quiet with duck hunting stuff on. Like waders, Drake jacket, and like, brother, you
That
can't
crap's
move
loud.
anything without making noise. And I mean a lot of it. But it's warm, I'll tell you that.
They say keep it dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Being wet and cold, brother.
Yeah.
That sucks. I've done that a few times. That is no fun.
Dude, I almost fell Sunday in that swamp that I went to before the hunt. That would have been bad.
Oh, that would be.
Dude, that
I've been out there too.
they went out there and busted the ice Thursday. It's a good thing because we wouldn't have been able to hunt out there Sunday if they didn't. That ice, I was walking on chunks of ice like friggin' 1.5 to 2 inches thick. It was huge.
That's crazy.
That was in Midway. And by the time he went out there and busted it up Thursday, he said, and I guess it never really got like, it froze again, but Friday it got up to like 50 something. So I guess it melted, and then Saturday it dropped below freezing again, and it didn't have enough time to like
Freeze up.
So we able to pretty much, it was thinner than what we broke up in that out there at Tugahoe Sunday morning. But I ain't gonna lie, boy, I ain't never seen ducks like that. That was insane. I had
That's what's up.
before shooting, like the one guy was like, well, they were flying in before shooting light, and he's like, make sure your faces are covered, they're flaring up, they're not landing. And me and the Drew that I went with, he said, we're like, yes they are. I mean, two of them come right over, I mean dang near touched the bill of my hat and landed in the decoys. And then that guy said something about they're flaring, make sure you're covered up. And then they were like, what's shooting like? And then somebody said, now. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know what time it was. But I think it was shooting light, honestly. But it was funny because the guy's like, they're not landing. And then me and Drew's like, yes, they are. And then somebody said, well, what's shooting light? And then somebody else yelled, now. Like everybody's just out here yelling. There's ducks in the decoys. And then those ducks, before anybody started shooting, those ducks get back up and fly right back out over top of my head. Like they had no idea I was there. I mean, dude, we've probably seen 75 birds.
Wait.
We were able to kill a 8-man wood duck limit.
Way to get that right.
Yeah.
There's people that talk about killing the 8-man limit, crack me up, and then I go and look at the pictures and it's nothing but wood ducks. You did not kill an 8-man limit.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to you either way,
Yeah.
but I just always got a kick out of it.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's a lot of birds. That was a lot.
Was it only wood ducks?
No, there were mergansers out there too.
No, yeah. I mean, I always assume there's mergansers. I was talking any other type of like ringnecks or anything like that.
No. No, it was pretty much all wood ducks and mergansers. I had one, so we were kind of set up where you could not shoot like on the water because there was just people, kind of scattered out. And you could see, I seen a merganser like in the decoys. You could, it's not a, I mean, they look different than a wood duck does on the water. I mean, I had one land within, while we were shooting, and that jerker come in and landed like on the other side of the cattails that I was standing on. I was trying to reload my gun. I was like, Drew, there's one right in front of it, like right in front of this grass. And he's like, I know we can't shoot it though. Which, I mean, you can't because there's people.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it was a bunch, and they were coming from everywhere. I mean, everywhere. They were coming from, at one point, they'll primarily come from this way, and then they'll come from both sides too. So we're all kind of facing this way. I'm having more come from behind me and land in the decoys than I can count. So eventually I just turned around and started watching that way. And killed a couple, I think I killed one that way too. But it was a good time. It'll be one to remember, that's for sure.
Anytime there's a bunch of birds flying around, it's fun.
Yeah. It's a lot that happens in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Very short amount of time.
I still want to go, probably Kansas or something like that, and do one of those hunts where
like where
you work birds and all, and you can hunt for a few hours and all that stuff. That would be, I still want to do that.
I do too.
I don't get me wrong, shooting wood ducks is fun, but there's just so much more to waterfowl hunting than
15 minutes.
Getting 15 minutes of.
I mean, the sun's not even up.
Blasting. Yeah. Can't even hardly see good.
Yeah. It's which, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people that would pay a lot of money to come shoot wood ducks.
Oh yeah, but that's because they don't get a whole lot of them over there. It's like there's a lot of people around here that pay a lot of money to go and hunt ducks other places.
Yeah. That is true. But
it's all about what you're used to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to go out on the season, though. I can tell you what, that was 2 back-to-back mornings of up before 3 o'clock. Me and Shane used to do it every weekend. Dang near. It was
3 times a weekend.
Yeah. And I'm here to tell you, it about beat my tail yesterday. It was, I was war slap out. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. But
Ready to get back used to it.
I will. I mean, I can get used to it. It's just a matter of doing it. You know what I mean? That's the first time. Like, if I'd have done it again next weekend, I'd have been a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? That first time you do it like that, brother, your body's like, hey, homie, what are you doing?
Well, it used to be when hunting season came around, like, I got up earlier on the weekends than I did
for work
during the week.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the past couple years just hasn't
worked out.
Been that way.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed next year will be a different story.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. Seth went duck hunting several times this year.
Who?
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, we kind of screwed Seth with the duck hunting this year, though.
Yeah, we kind of did. I did give him what I thought was going to be a pretty good opportunity the first time we went, and it just happened that they landed on the other end of the pond.
Yeah, but if we would have had this kind of cold front, 2 of them, to be honest with you, when we were scouting like we were 2-3 years ago,
Oh, brother.
it would have been, oh man, it would have been such a fun season.
I think my idea would work pretty good if we did that little embankment over there in front of that deer stand.
Oh, it would work great.
Yeah.
Get about a foot and a half of water all right there.
That's all you need. Honestly, you don't want it to be super deep anyways.
No.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, me and Andy were finding birds 3 years ago whenever it wasn't all that cold on a regular basis. I mean,
but the thing is, dude, we would friggin' go hunt. We'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go hunt wood ducks, and then for the next, I don't know, till 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, scout that entire area after we hunted something else.
Yeah.
I mean, we were putting in some time, son. But like you said, we were finding birds. So it's nice to do when you can find them.
yeah, it would just be nice if everything would come, if you could find them and then the weather cooperate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely more birds in the area right now than, especially this past weekend, than there was. Like before that cold front.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was mallards in Dad's pond. I've been seeing mallards fly around, and I mean, it's yeah, the birds definitely got pushed down.
Yeah. Oh, that is another thing. There's pet mallard. Them people where we went Sunday, they have like mallard, like pet mallards type things, and they were there's like a front pond like up by a cabin, and it was like, we walk out and I was like, "Hey, you think I can shoot that?" He's like, "No." Then the dog.
I like killed a banded duck.
Yeah, he did.
Saturday morning
From New York.
That's real easy, man.
And then I saw on the Georgia Waterfowl page, there was a couple other people that killed some banded wood ducks that were from New York too.
I heard that.
Did he tell you where he went? The Savannah Wildlife.
No, he was in his dad's pond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You mean that man's got private duck hunting land spots and he ain't? That's crazy, Robbie.
I don't think there's only ducks in there. I just, honest to God, think that, and I could be wrong, but I think that ducks were just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, they were looking for bigger water. Because all the creeks,
All the little stuff was
froze solid, brother. And most of them birds that we seen Saturday morning, I mean, pretty much all of them but one were just
When you're looking down at us,
even
they're
looking
looking
down
for
at
something else.
that bottom.
Yeah.
They just,
That's another reason that we screwed Seth. Like, we're going to have some freaking 2-3 years ago information,
yeah.
and just hoping, you know, I mean, it's, it gets tough whenever you're doing that,
Yeah, for sure. But
especially in a place that will have water one day and then the next day it'll be gone.
yeah, you dang near have to, like, Tucko, you dang near have to, like, make a weekly trip out there to check the water level to know where you need to go. Which sucks because, man, it's a freaking hour from all of it. Well, not Seth. It's an hour and a half for Seth, but it's an hour and some change for me and Shane. Like, it's like, brother, that's a long way to go just to see some water level. But it is what it is, I guess.
That's why you got to go out there with other intentions as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to do during the week.
That's the biggest problem, is to getting off in time to go.
Yeah, especially once the time changes and it starts getting dark early.
Yeah, sucks having to work a full-time job, have responsibilities.
Right? Why can't we just hunt for a living?
We starved to death.
You get it. I don't know if I did it for a living. I don't know if I did it for a living. I might be pretty good at it.
if I did it for a living, buddy, I don't care about seasons.
No, me
I
neither.
don't care about calibers. I'm shooting.
Whatever I can kill. Like, yeah. Yeah. It comes down
There's
to
gonna be a lot of stuff killed with the 22 is all I got to say. Cause that's the cheapest ammo there is.
yeah. Oh. Shoot, boy. But yeah. It's the end of seasons. Kind of sucks. It's kind of sad. I told Shane the other day, I said, yeah, after the football season's over and hunting, like duck season and deer's over, the cold can go away. Like, I'm done with it. Like, I'll be ready for my 70 degrees days back.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. Whatever's miserable is what I need. I need everybody to be miserably hot or miserably cold.
Then I'd rather be miserably hot.
Oh, no, I mean, I'd rather be miserably cold.
Yeah, me too.
I can always find a way to get warm. Cooling off is an issue.
Yeah, you have a problem anyways. Like, we talked about this Saturday too. Like, you have an issue.
I get that. But still, it's easier to get warm than it is to cool off.
Yeah.
I mean,
At least for me, it is. I mean,
it is definitely.
but it is kind of wild. I think I do
Dude, just
have an
walking to the duck hole Saturday, I was drenched.
Also, I had sweat rolling down my neck.
Yeah, I had sweat in my hair. I was sweating, dude.
I did not.
I mean, all day during the snow day, all I had on was one of that long sleeve Carhartt button up shirt that I've had for the past 6 years.
And it's
Yeah, holes in
it's down above 32 that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane, brother. I'm not that way. I got too much stuff. I'm not gonna be cold.
I mean, I'm not neither. That's the thing, though. It just, I don't know. I don't know why I handle the cold as well as I do. But
Couldn't tell you.
it's nice. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen it plenty of times. It'd be 20 degrees, and I'll just be standing there with sweat on my forehead in a short sleeve shirt.
He's standing there in his waders and in a shirt. I'm like, brother, put your jacket on. It's cold out here. I'm sweating, man. Whatever, dude. Freaking crazy.
Well, I just, for work purposes, man, I got to have everybody miserable.
Oh, I got it. I get you. Trust me.
Yeah. So I either need everybody just sweating profusely or shivering. Like, that's 75 degrees, not for me.
That is true, because then
I need 100 or 32.
I don't want it to be 100.
I need it to be 100 or I need it to be 32, brother.
That's tough. Especially your odds for around here is most definitely better for the 100. There's much more.
Supposedly we're going into global cooling. I mean, if you think about it, last summer we only reached triple digits a couple times.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if it's true or not. I hope we are going into a global cooling phase. For one, I get so tired of hearing about global warming, and for two, I'm just tired of being hot.
Is that the same thing? Like, we were in global warming and now we're going into global cooling? Is that like the opposite? Like, so
Yeah, like
all the glaciers are going to start growing again instead of melting?
I mean, I don't know. That's just what I heard. I have no idea if there's any truth to it or what. I do know it has been colder this winter than what it normally is for longer periods of time.
I saw a thing. Never mind. Oh, we're going to keep that off of here.
I do agree. It has been cold, though. It's been nice.
It has been cold.
I've been enjoying it.
It kind of sucks to work in. I'm not going to lie.
No. It's the best time.
No, not for me.
I'm not 40 foot in a pine tree.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't want to have. I don't want to have to be freaking worried about sweat falling in my eyes, man.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have that.
Well, I almost have a phobia of sweating. Like, I don't want to sweat.
No, I don't have that. I sweat too much to have that.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I'm way too much of a big bat to worry about sweat.
No, I mean, That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't like the heat. Like if I think there is a chance, I will be cold before I'm hot. Like if I think there's a chance I'm going to sweat, I will be underdressed and deal with the cold before I have on a jacket or a long sleeve or something like that and start sweating. Like as soon as I feel even remotely hot, I'm taking something off.
That's wild. I mean, I get it. I do, but I'm just not like that. It ain't happening. I would much rather wear, like, the perfect working weather to me is where I can wear my jeans, boots, and a long sleeve t-shirt, work all day and not sweat.
I'm gonna sweat. If I'm working, I'm sweating no matter what.
Yeah, that's my problem too. It doesn't matter what the temperature is outside. Yeah.
No matter what I'm wearing.
Really?
Yeah.
No, see, I won't. Like, it's got to be a certain temperature for me to start sweating. Like,
I mean, the amount of times during the snow day that I had to take my Scully off.
Facts.
oh no,
Because I started to get
Too hot.
Is ridiculous. I got yelled at as a grown man about having my Scully off more times than a grown man should get told to put a Scully back
I
on.
literally took my Scully off and rode the buggy for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a windshield. But still, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Could just be hit different. Cold weather.
It's great. And I don't know where we get it from because, like, Dad doesn't handle the cold as well anymore. And Mom has to have a heater on 24/7.
This is so true.
yeah, but
Like, she has a heater underneath her
this
desk.
is like a small person though. Like a lot of times, small people are cold natured.
Yeah, but where do you get that? Like, I just don't understand how. Because, like, Sage gets cold easy.
Sage is kind of a small. Like he ain't, like he just skin and bones, man. Y'all got some, insulation. He don't.
Hey, but even whenever we didn't, there was a time where we weren't fat.
True. That's true. I don't know about that one. Then couldn't tell you.
I don't know either. It don't make no sense.
No idea. All I know is I'm gonna be warm, and if I had to choose my weather, it's gonna be warm outside of football and hunting season. Other than that, I don't like the cold. It's cold. Oh man.
Each their own, I reckon.
Yeah, oh,
Yep.
sure. But it is what it is.
So you would rather, if you just had to pick summertime all the time or wintertime all the time, you'd pick summertime all the time?
Oh, that would be so tough though.
Like, you still have hunting season and everything.
Yeah, but it's
Like, everything's the same, but the weather's different.
I mean, like the production of the seasons and stuff are the same.
Everything's the same.
The
Yeah.
weather, the temperature of the weather doesn't affect.
Right.
I don't know, just river
then-
days and stuff.
Yeah, but then, I was about to say, then you can't do. I go to the lake, I go to the river. Like you can't do none of that stuff if it's cold all the time.
I'd rather be cold all the time.
Nah, I'd rather be warm.
Nah, I'd rather be how it is.
Oh, I 100% rather be how it is. Like part of the time cold, part of the time warm, for sure. But if I had to pick, I'd probably go warm.
Rivers and lakes make that choice where I think I'm choosing heat at that point.
Yeah, I don't do neither one of those other two enough.
Yeah, but I would do them so much more. If it was all the time heat,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it was all the time heat, but if it was all the time cold, you just do the other stuff more.
I mean, your seasons are still the same, so
No,
you
it was seasonal.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, I'd rather go ride around in the buggy and all that stuff when it's cold outside than when it's hot.
I don't know about that either.
Like, I do more stuff outside when it's cold than I do when it's hot.
I don't know, but I don't know which one.
I think I'm about the same, like same both sides. Like I hunt and stuff in the cold, and then I go to the lake and the river and stuff when it's warm, like, and go fishing off the coast when it's warm. Like, So I do kind of even.
Yeah, I go on the river more whenever it's cold. I don't really go in the summertime.
I will say rivers are usually packed out, son.
Yeah, especially around here. We need to plan on doing like a legit catfish thing. Like put the boat in, go run some lines.
Yeah.
I agree.
We do need to do that before it gets warm, because I am not fighting snakes and wasps and all that stuff.
Crazy thing is, last time we did it, it wasn't warm, but it wasn't cold. Like it was
It was cold at night and like warm during the day.
yeah. I mean, it was in May, early May. When we did it, and was it? No.
I have to look back at pictures.
That men's thing was in May, and we did it before then. Anyways,
You put on long sleeves or a light pullover at night.
we ended up having a hoodie on at night.
Yeah.
But
But at the end of the day, I mean, the pictures we took with the fish, we were in short sleeve shirts.
yeah. So it's crazy. We put the lines out like kind of. It wasn't dark yet, but it was close to dark. Ran the lines all night, every 4 hours. And the last time we went to run them, we was pulling them out. I think probably over half of them. We put 10 of them out. I think over half of them had wasp nests on the trees.
I think we have more than 10. I think 10 of them had wasp nests on the trees.
That is possible. It was a bunch. I know that.
Yeah.
To the point where we dang near almost started leaving them, but we're like, no, we'll sneak up, be real.
Yeah, we just started right by cutting them.
Yeah, we just cut it.
There was a snake next to one.
Yeah. It's like, brother, we've been messing with these jokers all night. Like, granted, wasps and stuff don't really move when it's cold, but we put them out in the daytime, and we looked for those things. We specifically said, okay, is there wasp nests, snakes?
Yeah, it's warm enough, like.
Yeah.
I was like, brother, Chain got stung? No, you didn't get stung.
No, I did get stung.
No, you did get stung. That's
Yeah. I got stung. I was like, God, what was that? And that's when I looked and saw the nest and all the whelps coming out. I jumped in the back of the boat. I was like, hey, we got to go.
that man dang near jumped in my lap.
Yeah.
Put it in reverse. Back up. Get out.
Yeah.
That sucker was tripping.
We got to go.
I was dying. Oh. Well, y'all good, boys?
Yeah.
I guess we'll plug the social media and we'll get up on out of here.
All right. We have a Facebook page, a TikTok, an Instagram, and a YouTube. Y'all go like, follow, subscribe. Give us some interaction. It'll be greatly appreciated. Everything is at The Southern Roots.
Yes, sir. With that being said, guys, this is another episode of the Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Seth.
And I'm saying, remember, always keep those southern roots.